Hello Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. This reading is for all water signs. We are covering the next 30 days, money, career, love, as always, and we are asking for the 3 most important cautions during this time period and 3 blessings. Any spirit messages that want to come through. All right, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. What do we have for the water signs? This is the Energy Oracle cards deck. We'll go into some tarot as well. Okay, you got the first chakra, which is the root chakra, and Archangel Michael. If you like numerology, that is 35, which breaks down to 8. Archangel Michael, if you meditate on the root chakra, on your first chakra. There is need for grounding at this time period, and call on Saint Michael, if you wish, for protection and for assistance in finding whatever helps you to feel grounded and not scattered. There might be something that you're worried about. Okay, and we have storm warning. Okay, so this might be something that you're afraid is going to happen. Like you're afraid there's going to be a storm. You're afraid there's going to be a big stir up or problem that you have to face. Or there is something that has already been stirred up. I feel like you're probably nearing the other side of this. If this is a fear, I would say call on Saint Michael. Know that you're protected. Call on your angelic team, your guides and angels. And that's number 10. And we have 8, indecision. There's an important decision that you need to make during this time period. And you got 8 twice. So look up 8 and 88. So there's an important decision. Okay, so already I am seeing that is a blessing and a caution at the same time. It's a blessing that this choice is yours, water signs. That's the blessing. The caution is that it's important that you do think this through and make that choice. Another caution could be that storm warning. I do think that this is simply a caution. I don't think it's a big, scary warning. Something you can kind of ward off or reroute away from. Okay, so those are 2 cautions there. Blessing is that you get to make this decision and that Saint Michael has your back. Okay, so this is the Gilded Tarot. What else for the water signs? Water signs, do check out my link below. There's a wait list for my Patreon, so there will be exclusive readings over there for members only. All right, so Archangel Michael, wow, is being clarified by the world. So you're protected on this journey. You're getting ready to really level up beyond something that has been dragging you down, beyond drama, beyond struggles, okay? Okay, so let's shuffle a little bit more. Yeah, your world is opening up. You're not meant to live in these struggles that you've been dealing with anymore. All right, water signs. So we have the Knight of Cups. So there could be some turbulence in a love relationship for someone listening. Let's go further here. Let's clarify indecision. And we have the King of Swords. So the King of Swords energy is coming in, and this could represent you. Like you might be deciding, okay, that's it. This is how I'm going to do it. Or you might be hiring someone who is assisting you, informing you, giving you all of the information that you need before you make this decision. This could represent a lawyer. The lawyer is gathering information for you so that you have all of the details and information that you need in order to make this decision. And that also is a blessing there, because that is having assistance from someone else and getting the information that you need in order to make this important decision. I feel like it could have to do with money or some kind of payout. That's for some of you. For others of you, this could be in a relationship. You're deciding, like, is this situation serious enough for me to leave? Or is it really not that bad? Or my emotion is just so stirred up that it feels like it's worse than it is. Only you can figure that out, water signs, okay? And also be careful not to minimize. You know what I mean? We don't want to make something bigger than it is, but we also don't want to minimize something and make excuses. We want to see the truth. And that's where that King of Swords comes in. So first chakra, Archangel Michael, the world, is being clarified by the Lover. So yes, for some of you, you're making a strong decision in a relationship. This could have to do about an important communication between you and another person. It could have to do with a money matter. It could be where this like legal situation might be coming in here with the King of Swords, where you're making a decision together and this affects both of you in a positive way. And it's important to communicate that with one another. Storm warning and Knight of Cups is being clarified by the Page of Cups. So yeah, there's definitely an offer of love here. So maybe this is reconnecting with someone that you're already with on a more emotional level, finding your true friendship again. Maybe what you've been going through as a couple, whether you've been committed for a long time or not, what you've been going through, it might just be a rough patch. And there is definitely love there, okay? And someone is like reaching out in a loving way. They're kind of like, you know, burying the hatchet, putting down the weapons, and saying, you know, I really love you. Like, what were we even arguing about? Okay, so indecision and King of Swords is being clarified by Justice. So, okay, so I was talking about a legal thing. Justice will be on your side. You are receiving karmic justice. So if in other areas of your life, or maybe one big other area of your life, you were cheated, something was unfair, you were betrayed, you are being repaid in another way. Okay, so that's really important there. So we're getting a lot of blessings. I would say more than 3. And for the 3 cautions, it's like, okay, you know, ask yourself, is this really that big? Can I reroute without being in denial? Like really face this, but really see this for what it is. So this is like, okay, it's really important to acknowledge that there's a situation or something got stirred up. It's important to acknowledge it. The other caution would be to make this decision. There's an important decision. It could have to do with legalities. Make sure that you get all of the information that you need. If there's an offer coming your way, get all of the details. Make your own offer. You don't have to accept the counter offer. You could stay right where you are if you want. But there is something coming your way that's karmic. It's a karmic payout. And it might not seem like it's related to another area of your life where you were really, I want to say, betrayed. It might not seem related to that, but God is paying you back in another form. And it's good that it doesn't, or that it isn't connected to that other thing. Okay, like life is just moving on. You don't need to think about that other thing. Just acknowledge that it happened, but now you're being paid back for the harm that had been done to you, and it might have been a long time ago. And the world is beautiful. Like you're really starting over fresh and new. For a lot of you, this is also in a relationship. Okay, so this is the Tea Leaf Fortune deck. What else do we have for water signs? Please give this video a like. I would greatly appreciate that. It would help this channel and help get this video out to other people who need to hear it. Look at this, happiness and well-being with the sun. Beautiful, happiness and well-being right here with the World card. Vulture, okay, we have depression, anxiety, worry that someone is against you, okay? So I feel like this storm warning is someone isn't out for your best interest because they want to benefit from something having to do with you. Maybe they want to settle out something and they have more to give you than they're letting on. And you don't have to agree with whatever they're offering you. You can say, no, like you want a piece of me, this is what it's going to cost you, right? It could be some kind of settlement. And we have woman, dealings or relationship with a woman. I know that seems vague. So I'm going to ask for one more message about this woman. Lily, okay, spiritual love. So there could be a woman on the other side in spirit who maybe she's connected to the lily flower in some way. Her name could have been Lily, who is with you in spirit. She's smiling down on you. She's sending her prayers and healing and blessings your way. Okay, so let's get the other half of this deck and see what else we have from the Tea Leaf Fortune deck. What else for water signs? Too many pop-outs here. What else for water signs? Okay. We have the wishbone. Wish will not be granted. So up here with the storm warning, I would say if someone has been trying to lowball you or cause you trouble, their wish will not be granted. They're not going to get away with that if you don't let them. We've got the Pale, time to get out of a situation. Yeah, so this is a really, really good card. You are getting out of this stir up. Okay, like something's been stirred up. It's time for you to pull yourself out of it. Don't let it affect you more than it has to. Yeah, I feel like something is crashing down in someone else's world in your life. They want to drag you in. They want something from you. And you're like, no, I have nothing to do with this. Okay, like me and my loved ones have nothing to do with this. We're not going to get involved in this. No, that storm is out there. You're not bringing your storm into my house. You're going to stay out there and you're not letting it happen. And here we have the Wheel, indecisiveness. Indecisiveness, allowing your life to ramble aimlessly. So it's here in this column, although we have the indecision card here too. So don't allow your life to ramble aimlessly. Okay, it's time to make this choice. Make sure it's a very informed choice. Get all of the details and information. All right, so let's get another set of cards here. What else for water signs? Okay, if you haven't yet subscribed, by the way, please do, and hit all notifications so you don't miss those. Okay, we have the Flute, disappointment in a friend or lover. Yeah, there's something that's disappointing, but you're accepting this. You're just going to mind your own business. We have the Quill. Yeah, get back to basics. Get back to what really matters. Who's in your household? Yourself, your pets, whoever your loved ones are. Get back to basics. What's the most important thing here? Healthy meals, sitting down at the dinner table together. Just keep it simple. You don't need the chaos. You don't need someone else's drama. And if someone is bringing something tumultuous into your life, you don't have to accept it. Just set your boundaries very firm. And we have the Kite, vacation. Yeah, so it might be time to take a break. It might just be like a couple of days off. If you have paid vacation, maybe you just need a couple of days off to take a breather, recuperate a little bit. Okay, that could be a fishing vacation because this kite looks like a fish that was just caught. And I do eat fish, but I don't like to see that part of it. So anyway, just reminded me of that. Okay, what else for water signs? Sorry if you hear those doggies. They're my neighbor's dogs. They're very sweet. They're just very barky. So this is the Angel Answers deck. If you have a question, you can reflect on it now, but you don't have to. All right, doggies, calm down. They probably see another dog out there and they get really excited. Alrighty. We have reconsider. Yeah, reconsider. If someone is offering you something that you're not too sure about, maybe you want to jump on it, stop yourself. If you know deep down you haven't thought this through enough, stop yourself before you agree to anything and reconsider. And we have don't stop. Yeah, so stay on track, stay on path on what you want to do, stay on path with this decision that you make. Keep going. Don't doubt yourself. Don't look back and wonder if you did the right thing, because the energies are very strong here for you to step forward from a certain era of your life. And we have unlikely, which I think is interesting with the wishbone. Okay. says a wish will not be granted. What does this mean to you? Please comment below, okay? A lot of times when I get messages like this in a reading, I think that I feel like it has to do with if someone is trying to harm you or trick you, they are unlikely to get away with it, okay? We can also look at this like if there's something you've been hoping for really, really bad, it's unlikely to come true, but that would be because Spirit is protecting you and God has something better for you. And you won't know that until it does come your way. Okay, great. I feel like there's a lot of information you need to gather together, water signs, a lot of important information and details so that you can make this important decision. That is a really, really huge blessing because the information is there. You just need to ask questions, maybe even cross-reference. And don't be afraid to ask questions, okay? That's really important. Don't be afraid that you'll sound unintelligent or something like that, especially if you're speaking with a professional who has their own professional lingo in that area, okay? So if it's a lawyer, you know, they know how these things work, how these things happen. So don't be afraid to ask, and they're likely to have the answers for you, and then you can make your decision because the power is in your hands, water signs. Thank you so much for being here. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you again soon.